Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at great millstones. Peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth, spreading this word righteously. This is a little show I be watching because I'm big into like boxing. I know that I be watching Apostles channels too, and they be big into boxing too, more old school boxing. But I'm into old school and new school boxing. But this is a little channel I be watching just in my meantime. It's really supposed to be trail boxing talk. But they change it to trail talk because ain't no boxing going on right now. All praise the Most High. But one of the brothers on here said something real, and I just wanted to let it play, just to get a feel for how the people are feeling, just to hear words from other people's mouth, to see the energy that the Most High is putting amongst Israel right now, So I'm gonna let it play.
How they treat us, man. Animals and trees and shit, you know what I'm saying? Reservations and shit got more value than we do in this country. And, if we ain't entertaining them in some type of way, then we ain't of no value, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they treat us. So, it's like I said last night on my stream, it's not up to white folks to change, because they not going to change. We know who they are. They're not going to change, you know what I'm saying? We are the ones who have to change. We are the ones who have to recognize them and accept them for who they are, and move accordingly, okay? We got to move accordingly. We got to stop thinking that, like I said last night, you can't be the zebra that think you got the right to sip from the same water hole as the lion and without getting attacked. No, that's in the lion nature to attack you. He gonna attack you if you food to him. So we've been food for these motherfuckers for the last 400 years. They showing us that. So what we gonna keep begging and please leave us alone. Please help us. Please have mercy, Lord. You saw the brother George Floyd. He begged for mercy. The people around begged for mercy. That devil it's something in him that goes back thousands of years. That
goes back to Jacob and Esau, our forefathers. And really, if you got ears to hear, goes back to Cain and Abel. Really, this could go back all the way to the time of Adam.
Now, you ain't getting that out of him. You ain't finna piece that out of him. You ain't finna beg that out of him. You ain't finna charm him. You ain't finna love him. That motherfucker is a devil. He's a demon. He's a monster, bro.
Esau, Edom, the border of wickedness.
That's what the fuck he do. And the only way to deal with him is to get rid of him. He gotta go. Off with his motherfucking head or separate from him. That's it. Ain't gonna be no coexisting in peace and love. You's a damn fool if you think that shit gonna happen. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? We just putting a band-aid on the motherfucking gunshot wound.
That same motherfucking devil that walked up in that damn church in Dillon Rue killed.
I'm gonna leave it right there. But you heard what the brother said, and he is a Hebrew Israelite. The other brother that's on the other side of this, I guess of this live stream, his name 78 Sports TV. But he is an Israelite brother, but he's not a part of knowing that he's a Hebrew Israelite, even though he do know about us. But that just goes to show you that same spirit is being put on a lot of men, on all Israel. They having that same spirit, and they starting to see this man for who he is. That goes into the man of perdition will be revealed. Well, this is prophecy being fulfilled. Like he said, Jake is fired up, man. That goes into Obadiah 1. Obadiah chapter 1, where didn't it say for the house of Jacob should be a fire? Here, let me actually run and get that real quick. But he said, when he was speaking on the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, he said this goes back thousands of years. And he's right. And then he also said the only way, he's like, the man is a devil, he's going to always be a devil. There's nothing you could do with him. You can't love him to the point where, he wants to start to love you back. He said the only thing you could do is kill him or separate from him. Doesn't that go into Obadiah 1? See, that's the Lord putting the spirit on Israel out here. Then it's going to be known who the Lord chosen is. That's coming very soon. This Obadiah 1, because Jake on fire right now. And Obadiah 1 said Jake will be on fire. Obadiah 1, verse 18, right? And the house of Jacob should be a fire. There you go. And the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau for stubble. and they should kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it, man. And when the Lord has spoken it, that's bound. So ain't nothing you could do. That's what the prophecy is going to be fulfilled, you know. That, and we seeing right now the house of Esau for stumble, all they cities and stuff. As you see on the screen, precincts getting burnt up, different parts of the cities getting burnt up. There's sedition amongst man. They rioting, looting, burning down the cities, man. Because for the house of Jacob should be a fire, man. And none of Esau should be remaining. So when the brother said, man, you got to kill them all, or you got to separate from them. I mean, that's straight out the scriptures. That goes to show that the Lord is, you know, he's putting the spirit on brothers. I want to dwell more into that with Habakkuk 2, you know, to show the true colors of Esau, Edom. Like he said, they started to name some of the things that Esau, Edom did. You know, they say the so-called white man, you know, he's wicked, you know, he's evil, you know, this is just in his blood. This is the way that he is, no matter what. Well, that goes into Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2 reveals a lot of the wicked things that Esau, Edom has been doing on earth, and how Esau, Edom has been ruling this earth. So I'm going to get straight into it. Habakkuk chapter 2. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run and readeth it. So we got the vision, right? And it's plain upon the tables, and we all are running and reading it in the holy scriptures, right? For the vision is yet for appointed time. These end times right now. Everybody know we living in the end times, and the Lord is coming on his way. Prophecy is being fulfilled, and this is the appointed time. But at the end, it shall speak. And these prophecies are speaking right now, man, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. You know, a couple weeks ago, it's like, okay, it's dying down a little bit from the COVID-19 thing. It's tarrying, but then boom, look what we got: sedition. In most of the major cities around America, sedition within what, 2-3 days? All praise the Most High, man. Wait for it, because it surely come. It would not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And that's, you know, we having this faith right now. Yeah, also because he transgression by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Because Esau don't keep it at home. He got like 800 military bases. I think I heard one of the brothers bring out, he got like 800 military bases around the world. You know, he doesn't keep it at home. He's all around the world, man, with complete wickedness, man. All over there in Africa, trying to use them as test trials for the vaccine. Why you don't go to California, Los Angeles, and use them as test trials? Come on, man. Complete wickedness, right? I'm gonna start 5 over, verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather into him all nations, and heaped into him all people. And how did we get over here? The transatlantic slave trade. You know, that's a wicked thing that he did. Genocide of the Native Americans, you know. They conquered the Aztecs. You know, the Spaniards came over and conquered the Aztecs, man. On and on and on, man. All the island brothers, you know. He cannot be satisfied. We can see that right now. He wants the whole world. He over there messing with Middle Eastern countries, Ishmael and Elon. He over there messing with them. He over there messing with Moab, trying to take their stuff. He cannot be satisfied, but gather into him all nations and heap it into him all people. Should not all these take up a probable against him, and a tawny proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long to him that leadeth himself with thick clay? Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake and shall vex thee? And that goes into Revelations. I believe it's the 18th chapter, or it could be the 17th chapter, when the nations are going to turn upon Esau, man, because it says, woe to him that keepeth what did it say? Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How did they get America? Wasn't that something that was not theirs, and they increased it, and they taking over more stuff around the world, man? So it said the nations are gonna rise up against him. That's a direct precept, man. And he gonna get took down. Thou shalt be the booty unto him, verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Because of man blood, for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that covered an evil conventionist to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. And you see that he all up in space right now. They just had a successful SpaceX launch where they actually had astronauts on it, and they launched them up to the international space station. That was yesterday, you know. Verse 10, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. So that's talking about Esau, Edom. That's talking about America. Where else could it be talking about, man? It's talking about America. America is in the scriptures, man. And Esau, you know, he about to get took down, man. He about to get utterly took down. You see all these prophecies happening, and you see Esau's kingdom starting to fall. This is the last one I'm gonna get. I'm gonna lead us with this. My bad, Akim. Bear with me. One hand. 2nd Ezra 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Hear this word, man, that we out here prophesizing. Make you ready to battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Shalom, salvation to the elect.